The snow fell quietly that night, muffling the sounds of the city. Violet pulled her scarf tighter around her neck, her breath fogging in the icy air. Across the street, the apartment lights flickered, and she saw him. Aaron. He was laughing, leaning against the window as he spoke to someone she couldn't see. Her stomach twisted. It had been months since he left her, his reasons vague and cold. We're just not right for each other. But she had felt right. She still did. That's why she was here. Violet shifted on the park bench, her boots crunching on the frosted ground. She had memorized his schedule, tracked his movements, pieced together the fragments of his new life. Tonight, she wanted to see who he shared it with. The shadow of another figure appeared beside him, a woman with dark hair and a soft laugh that Violet could almost hear through the glass. They moved closer, and the woman touched his face. Violet's nails bit into her palms, her phone buzzed in her pocket. She ignored it at first, but the incessant vibration made her glance at the screen. It was a message from an unknown number. "Go home, Violet." Her heart stuttered. She whipped her head around, scanning the empty park. No one. Her breath quickened as she typed back. "Who is this?" The reply came almost instantly. "I see you." Her pulse hammered. She looked back at Aaron's window. He was gone, the curtains drawn. The snow fell harder, blurring her view. She stood abruptly, her legs shaky. She couldn't explain the sudden panic clawing at her chest. The park, once serene, now felt oppressive. She started walking, her footsteps swallowed by the snow. Another buzz. "Turn around." She froze. Her breath came in shallow gasps as she slowly turned. There, beneath a flickering street lamp, was Aaron. But he wasn't smiling, wasn't warm like she remembered. His expression was cold, his eyes sharp as they met hers. "You shouldn't have come back," he said, his voice low and deliberate. "Aaron, no." He stepped closer, his boots crunching on the snow. "You think I didn't know? The messages, the photos, the watching? You don't get to haunt me anymore, Violet." Her mouth went dry. "I just wanted to." "Leave," he interrupted, his tones slicing through the air. "And don't come back. If you do, you won't like what happens next." The weight of his words sank into her chest, colder than the winter night. Without another word, she turned and walked away, her shadow swallowed by the falling snow. But as she reached the end of the street, she couldn't help glancing back. Aaron was gone. And in his place, the dark-haired woman stood, watching her with a smile that didn't reach her eyes.
I hope you enjoyed this short story. If you did, please consider leaving a like, sharing your thoughts in the comments, and subscribing for more stories.